Hello and welcome back to Oh the Things I've Seen. My name is Gary and this is Skyrim Anniversary Edition. So in the last episode we murdered a fisherman and found a book that taught us about fishing. So here are the items that we're talking about in the fishing book, the fishing supplies, some bait and things like that. But since the last video I've decided that I'm going to do some fishing once I've visited Riften. Riften is the large kind of fishing town, so it only seems right that I should visit it then. Teach it. So on my way, I just pick up as many alchemy ingredients as I can. Now that I've read that book in the last episode, I can now do alchemy. And I can also yeah, butterflies can be used for potions as well. I'll actually just see what those do. Butterfly wings. Eat one of those. So they restore health. So that could be a quite useful potion to learn how to make. So yeah, we are continuing our way to Falkreath. I decided I'm going to try, basically, unless the game makes me change my mind, as it often does. Once I've made a plan, they tend not to fully go as planned. I'm going to try and visit the cities in order of their size, which is why I'm kind of going to Falkreath first. It's a smaller city, and yeah, just kind of work my way up to maybe Solitude being the final city that I'll be visiting. I think Solitude will be where I will be purchasing a house as well. If I don't do the Hearthfire DLC and actually build myself a house. I might do that later on, but for the moment I've set my sights on
do something!
owning a house in... Ooh, might have to put my magic on back onto here. Is that an enemy? Are they going to attack me?
You're looking a little rough around the edges. You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm going to have to find a shrine to
Take
pray
a look.
at fairly soon. Anything worth taking here? No. You can sell them. No. I could steal his horse, but I won't. The Falkreath is down here, so ooh, I wonder if it'd be worth maybe. As I said, once I've made a plan, the plan tends to be discarded because I see something shiny or find an area that... Do I need a key to enter here? No. Yeah, why not? This could actually be a bad idea, but you only know by trying. Looks like there's been some vampires or something going on here. I'll take that shield, it's worth a bit. That.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Vampires. So they are actually, as you can see there, that red effect that they were doing, they were actually pulling the health from me. Iron swords not really worth it. They're heavy and they're not worth much gold, but there's some gold there. So we'll move that bucket out of the way. So yeah, it means I could also catch vampirism off them. If they basically do that. why not? Yeah, if they cast that spell on me for a long period of time, I will become a vampire myself. So I would probably be better off not doing what I'm doing now, but curiosity, as they say. So it looks like this vampire cult has been doing some experiments on people, so versions of cross, stamina poison, need books. Oh. To avoid what that person did. Yeah, this is probably a really bad idea, but you never know. It could be worth it in the end. So I can hear some skeletons there. Yeah. They don't seem to be too difficult an enemy. It's just I'd be afraid now if I come up against a master vampire, they will probably kill me in one hit. So I probably shouldn't be here. More likely than not there will be some spiders as well, judging from the webs. Okay, so that's the room that I was just down in, so that's okay. I'm trying to remember if this is part of the quest or not. Now, the name, I recognize the name, the layout of it, but it's just not coming to mind what quest this is part of. But as I said, the enemies are quite low level, so it mightn't be too bad until I get to the top of wherever these stairs are going to lead me out of. As long as it just stays. As long as the enemies are just skeletons and there's no high level Draugr or anything like that, I should be okay. Here a skeleton. Look. And a bunch of boots, that's not. Yeah, these boots would have had to have come from somebody, so the vampires were obviously doing experiments on people. Can I go any further here? No. Oh, I can. Okay, so that opens that gate. I would imagine this is a door puzzle of some kind. Let's see. So that opens that gate. for curiosity's sake. Yeah, so that's the one I'm in. So open that one. And yeah, so that should bring me to that's the only door I can leave by. This just closed that book. I swore that these open, but could be wrong. Yeah, just continue on here. Or maybe it's these that open up. Yeah. Let's see them. So high damage, high placers. Not really worth it. Do believe that there is in this one. Turn off. Still very much. I'll just take that as well. Right. I think if I was to have discovered this area, if I was a higher level, the items I'd be finding and the enemies I'd be dealing with would be higher level as well, which is why I think I will be coming back to this place at some stage for a mission. But I could be 100% wrong. Oh, I just got hit by a trap. I have to be more careful. Take some. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to be more careful for looking out for those things. Now that I know that there are traps. I probably should have known that anyway, considering it is a dungeon.
Never should have come here.
I need to start checking rooms before I start looking around me. He was sitting up here, so I was looking at this thing today's place. Oh, that's me. I have contracted vampirism. I really didn't want to do that. So we turn that off. Yeah. This guy, see if he's got any burnt corpse. He's holding some gold somewhere. And a giant. Ooh, that was actually what made this entire thing worth it. So that's a 200 gold ruby. I imagine I'm going to come up against a master vampire quite soon. Take that so I can disenchant it. I really hope I get to Falkreath in time to find a shrine to pray at, because that is now become my highest priority. I can still cure myself of vampirism if I find a shrine, but there's basically stages of vampirism, so at the moment I've only contacted the first stage of it. If I continue on without finding a shrine to pray at, I will basically keep It'll get worse basically until I am 100% vampire. So fingers crossed there is a shrine in here, or if not, I will be trying to get to Falkreath as quickly as humanly possible. Yeah, not doing too much damage, so that's fine. Yeah, master vampire. Oh, I think I might be dying here. I might actually be better off. Take one of those, and I wonder if I can. No, I can't, but I have a better weapon. Yeah, that's me dead. So here we are at our first death in Skyrim Anniversary Edition. So I believe I will make a note of this. What's it called? Shriekwind Bastion. So let's come back to Shriekwind Bastion, because at the moment I'm only level 4, just gone level 4. So I'm obviously not high enough level yet for that final encounter. So we'll make our way to Falkreath, cure ourselves of the disease that I picked up from getting bitten by a skeever. At least that's an easier disease to cure myself of than vampirism. So I really should have known not to continue on. Once I saw that there was vampires involved, yeah, no, that's something you don't need to be dealing with much later on at a higher level. So here we are in Falkreath, as I said. In terms of size, this is definitely one of the smallest holds, if not the smallest. Dawnstar is quite small as well, but this is definitely a very small area. One of each. And I am really hoping that
What
they
is it,
have
Khajiit?
a shrine somewhere, or a church. These are Dead Man's Drinking Inn, and there's a shop here. Might as well. I don't think I have anything to sell. I think I sold everything I had in Riverwood. Where would there be a shrine?
Steel's good, but loyalty's better. I'm loyal to Dengeir first, and the Empire second.
So he's against the Empire.
I was Dengeir's personal guard for years. I risked my hide more than once to protect him. Why would I do that? For money? Because I swore an oath? No. It was because he was a good man and a true friend. A true Nord places loyalty and honor above all else. Only inside the gates. Much of Falkreath Hold is wilderness, and there's plenty of trouble to be had. Blades, helmets,
Not sure.
pretty
if I have
much anything
left
to
to
suit
sell.
your needs.
Who will see now? Iron War Axe, yeah. I have still some leather. But yeah, that's
See me at my
the
forge if you
blacksmith.
need arms or armor.
We'll visit the Jarl and see. Actually, this alchemist So I might have what I'm looking for. We have a shrine. No, but while your back is
Call
turned,
upon me if I can be of any service.
take you those.
Browse as much as you like, please.
Alright, browse. Or steel. Hunter's potion. Ooh, flash salts, they're worth a good bit of money. I do have high pickpocket, so at the bottom there you can see I have a 44% chance to steal that item. And different items will have a different percentage chance. But as you can see, there's nothing really worth taking a chance. If I do, but having a look in her inventory doesn't get you in trouble. I am going to take all this stuff though. Until she looked around. And
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah. The Great Collapse. Never read this. To the esteemed Jarl Valdemar of Winterhold. First, please allow me to offer my sincere condolences. I understand that you, like many others, have lost family, and you have my deepest sympathies. I also understand that some in your council have placed the blame for this horrible disaster on my colleagues at the college. Disaster on my colleagues at the college. While I can certainly appreciate the shock at the scope of recent events and the desire to comprehend what has happened, I must strongly urge you to consider the full situation. You know as well as any the college's history and reputation in Winterhold. It has long been a source of pride for your city, a unique fixture in Skyrim. Some of the greatest wizards have studied here, and the college has always promoted positive relations with the other provinces of Tamriel. It is well known that those relations have been, shall we say, strained over the last few decades. After the Oblivion Crisis, it was only natural that the people of Skyrim showed a distrust for mages, even though the vast majority of us actively worked to counter the actions of the Mythic Dawn cult. The college expected such a reaction and hoped that distrust would fade over time. And then the Red Year. No one foresaw the explosion of the Red Mountain, or the devastating effect it would have on the Dunmer culture. Your predecessor was kind enough to welcome many of the refugees, particularly those who could contribute to the college's studies. We were quite grateful. When Solstheim was generously offered to the Dunmer as a new home, I was as surprised as any. I did not, however, share the apparent expectation that all Dark Elves would leave Skyrim. It did not go unnoticed that many in Winterhold were unhappy at how many mages chose to stay at the college rather than relocate. And now the storms that have racked the coast of Skyrim for close to a year have finally broken, but at great cost to us all. This great collapse that has devastated Winterhold was unexpected, I assure you. That the college has remained unaffected is only a testament to the protective magics placed around it so long ago. It in no way implies that we were somehow prepared specifically for this event, and is certainly no indication that the college was somehow responsible. I certainly would never hold you accountable for the gossip spread amongst the people of Winterhold. I would urge you, though, to not allow that gossip to take root and become a commonly held belief. I do not wish to see our relationship crumble like Winterhold has, as I assure you the college will remain here a very, very long time. Your persistent advocate, Archmage Dennett. So it says if I take this I'm going to be stealing, so I'm not going to take it until I have gotten mine. I'll steal that. And I'm also going to steal that. And that's all that's really worth taking. So yeah, we'll try a little bit of alchemy here and see if we can create any potions that are useful. So at the moment I don't have anything that I can make, but I have Blue Mountain flour and bone meal, so it's always kind of worth just checking, especially with bone meal because it's something that you're going to be finding a lot of. So I've discovered that Blue Mountain flowers can be used to fortify conjuration, and so can bone meal. So that is a second, you can see there, that's a second unknown that is now known. So restore health, damage health, fire salts, I'll hold on to those because they're worth a bit, and so are the frost salts, so it's not really worth. So giant's toe, we mix that with some bone meal as well. So damage stamina is the giant's toe. So resist poison, resist shock, Haggraven claws, and Jazzberry grapes. We mix those together with some bone meal as well, and that created a failed potion. Haggraven claw and pinefish egg maybe? No. Purple mountain flower and we'll mix that with that and maybe some thistle. Okay, so I learned that purple mountain flower is resist frost. Some troll fat and some taproot maybe? No. So yeah, it's just kind of worth, until you find actual ingredients, which I might be able, or potion ingredients, which I might be able to actually purchase off this lady. It's just kind of worth, like, you are getting experience to doing it, so even if you have a failed potion, you are kind of learning. Makes sense. So no. Why not? No. So we'll quit that. You'll either always be able to steal more ingredients or.
Don't let the shop's name frighten you away. I have plenty of reliable tonics and healing potions to sell.
She's one of the Red Guards, which is one of the previous Elder Scrolls games. I think it's the second or third game was Red Guard.
Well, my family back in Hammerfell didn't approve of my interest in lethal poisons and death in general, so I left and wandered north. When I found this town, with its huge cemetery, I felt right at home. I opened the shop, and I've never looked back. This is where I belong. I know it's a bit strange. Not exactly a name to bring comfort to the sick and ailing who come to buy a poultice or salve. But what you must understand about Falkreath is that our town is defined, for better or worse, by the large and ancient cemetery here. That's why the inn is called Dead Man's Drink, the farm is called Corpse Light Farm, and so on. I suppose it's sort of a running joke.
I wonder if that's... Yeah, that kind of explains a little bit why that there was a coven of vampires, or whatever the collective name for vampire is, in that bastion place. So I know I can use the alchemy.
Take a look.
Let's see if she's got any potions that are worth it. Ooh, blacksmith potion. That's always worth having. As are the enchanting potions, 146. Yeah, I'll take those later. Minor healing, yeah. Minor majesty, yeah. Anything else worth having? No, but I might have a... Oh yeah, here we go. So here we will get some recipes. So I can get a damage health poison recipe and a resist poison potion recipe. They're only 54. I'm only 12, 20. I'm not really going to be using poisons as of yet, so I might just sell her a few of these ones. Fortified conjuration, I'll keep that just in case. Stamina, resist cold, resist frost. Not really useful, not useful. And then, yeah, I think I'll leave it at that.
All right then.
Until later on when I can get some
Call upon me if I can be of any
recipes that are
service.
actually useful to me, like a magic potion or a health potion, things like that. At the moment, those poisons aren't really useful because I'm not using a weapon. But we'll go and speak to the Jarl and see what missions they can give me. I'm really hoping that someone has a shrine in their room. Come on. There's usually a shrine in these smaller. No. No shrine. Would he have one in his room? Maybe the Jarl's room. No. I might have to make my way to a bigger city. But we'll speak to the Jarl and see. They will normally give us a bunch of missions, and once we've completed those missions, they'll either offer us to purchase a house, or in the case of a Hearthfire, they will offer us land for us to build our own houses on. So this is Jarl Sidgeir.
You look a bit peaked.
Yeah,
You sure
so-
you shouldn't be home in bed?
Yeah, as I said, because I've contracted a disease, everyone's just going to keep commenting on how sick I look until I've got it cured. Let's see, so does your inexperience make your job difficult?
Difficult? I'm a Jarl. I eat the most succulent meat, drink the finest ale, and hunt with the best hounds in the hold. Meanwhile, my very capable steward sees to the needs of the small folk and ensures that my hold runs smoothly. Being a Jarl could hardly be simpler. You should try it sometime.
Okay, so this guy's a bit of a lazy jerk, but how did you become a Jarl? So
My
young?
uncle Dengir was Jarl until a short time ago. His old age and failing health caught up with him, and he stepped down. He now serves us honorably as Thane, and to the great benefit of the hold, I now serve as Jarl.
And I am looking for work.
Work? I demand tribute before you can be considered for any real tasks. How about drink? None of that local piss. Real Blackbriar mead, fresh from Riften.
Ooh, I might actually. Do I? Or did I sell it?
You better. I hate people who waste my time.
Yeah, I did. I picked some up.
Now that's what I like. Here, a little something for you.
Okay, so he gave me some potions for that. Any more work?
You've proven reliable. There's a group of bandits in my hold that I may have had a few discreet dealings with. The cut they were giving me was good at first, but now it's time to clean things up. Go and take care of it. Good.
It will be done. Okay, so I've got to
Execute every
kill
last bandit. Spare
a bunch of
no
bandits.
one.
He's got an enchanting table outside his door, so. And he. Oh. Do a very quick stealing while I'm here. Another book. Another book, The Legend of Red Eagle. What's this here? The Wisp Mother. So I am going to leave this video here for the moment. When I come back, I will have a read of both of those books, and we will go and where is it here? Talk to the Earl. Miscellaneous. So we have to kill the leader of Bile Gulch Mine. I'm going to visit Winterhold off. We have to kill Redoran's Retreat as well. So we'll put both of those on and join the. No, I won't be joining the Imperial Legion for a while. But yeah. So we'll leave it there. As I said, when we come back, I will be reading both of those books, and we will continue on with our mission to basically get ourselves in good favour with the Earl of Falkreath. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time on Oh, the Things I've Seen. Bye now.